Welcome back, it's season number 3 of the Colo-Colo Takeover. I hope you're well. Thank you very much for coming back to Chile with me. Imagine if we actually had to travel to Chile, that would be quite nice, because it's a nice, hot country. And this looks fantastic. This stadium looks immense. I'm starting to become a big fan of Colo-Colo. People hate that, don't they? I always get that one guy who comments saying, pretending he's a fan again. Love that guy. He is a legend. So, how have we been doing? Well, at the start of the season, we were given a little bit of money, weren't we? And I definitely reinvested in the correct ways. And I think I've made an absolute force here in Chile. I think I've turned Colo-Colo around into one of those teams where we had one lucky first season, then we were unlucky second season, but we were like a fighting Chelsea, I guess, of Premier League sorts. Now we're Man City running away with it. I think we are. I think the team I've built is incredible, and I finally have a striker, and I finally changed the tactic. Get in. I spent 425k bringing in Samson Akinula, who was also playing in this league to begin with. He's from Beninese, 23 years of age, he's still young as well, and I think he's incredible, really. For the standard of football that we're at, I think he's amazing. We got 14 acceleration, 13 pace, but that 18 natural fitness and stamina means he will last us a very long time. We can use this lad for a very long time. There's a few really good attributes here in the mental department, 15, 16, and 15 for leadership, flair and determination, and even 15 for teamwork. But what we're looking at is obviously strikers, and he has 12 anticipation, 13 composure, with 14 finishing, 13 heading. Quite happy with that. Now, he does have player traits, moves into channels. Not a big fan of that. I will try and train him to do something different. If we take a look at the training, I haven't done so yet, but I do think I asked to do the breaks the offside trap, and they were having none of it. So it might have to be something that we look into throughout the season. I'm working on his attacking movement to bring that off the ball up. Hopefully then they will agree. But I think it's a great signing to bring in. We've brought him in. Actually, we brought him in from Venezuela, so he wasn't playing in Chile. He was playing in Venezuela, but he's already scored 17 goals in 9 games, and we brought him in for Caracas, where he scored 23 and 29 last season. So we know he's a goal scorer, and with now our new tactic, I think he'll be an unbeatable goal scorer. But before we take a look at some new signings or take a look at the new tactic, today's video is sponsored by SPITCH, and I'm really happy that I keep getting to promote this brand because I'm having a lot of fun using SPITCH. They are quite new to the market, that you can download the app on your phones, and it is a fantasy football app where you don't have to worry about only doing it at the start of the season, and if you miss a week, then you're out of it. Don't panic about that. You can win money with SPITCH. I think that's quite an interesting concept without putting any money into it. The link that you'll use down below in the description is completely free, and yet you can still win money. I've won money twice so far in the 4 weeks that I've been playing SPITCH. Albeit, I'm very bloody good at this because nobody in the league that has joined us so far, including Dad, can beat me. I am number 1 in our league. Thank you very much. So if you would like to join SPITCH, all the statistical analysis is on the app as well. You don't have to leave the app to find out who's been performing really well. Come back to the app and forget who it was. It's there on the app. You just have to click around and you'll find it. So like I mentioned, it is free of charge, but you do have to be in the UK or Ireland, and you do have to be 18 or over. You have to take a little snap of your ID, so no 17-year-olds or below, unfortunately. But there we go. I think it's a perfect app for us all to join in the community and have a little bit of fun every single game week. We're currently doing a Premier League one. We might do a Bundesliga one. Maybe at the start of next year, we'll do a Champions League one if you're interested. And we'll juggle 2 leagues. But right now, I'm slapping every single person up in the Premier League, and nobody who is wanting to join can actually beat me. So that's down to you guys. See if you can join up using my link down below, and come on, try it, because this is getting too easy for me. I'm enjoying it too much. Now, the first signing we actually brought in was a signing from Catalica, and it was a free transfer. We stole their left back. Quite a good one too as well. He's Chilean. Very good play. He played 13 games from last season, 25 the season before. He's played 5 for us so far. However, for a free transfer, yes, he's great, but I've brought somebody else in that I think might play some more. He was also a free transfer. He is Brazilian. He is called Marlon. 25 years of age. We've brought him in from Fluminense. This is a quality play. He's played 9 so far and got 1 assist with a 7.19 average rating, playing in that left back role. And with the new tactic, I think he is going to be crucial because he has some fantastic player traits, including gets forward whenever possible. But his attributes are absolutely fantastic, especially physically, great pace and acceleration. Remember that gets forward whenever possible when I look at the tactic and explain a little bit more. We spent £1 million on the right back as well because I think our fullbacks were very weak compared to what we had previously. Chilean, £1 million is quite a lot of money out of our budget, but we bought him in from Huracan in Argentina. I think it's worth bringing in because, yes, he's 29. We spent £1 million on him, but in the long run, it could be a deal well worth because, I mean, we're going to make money off him or we're just going to bring success. Guillermo Soto joins us. He can also play left back too, which is quite nice. Victor Palacios is that 18-year-old Peruvian goalkeeper I mentioned in a previous episode that we have joining us on a free transfer. We might see him later on in the future. But the last signing that we made in most recent times, Jason Flores, we had about 500k left in the kitty. We didn't have any room for any other foreign players, non-Chilean players, unless obviously they were under 21. However, I felt like I need to bring in another Chilean player. We've brought in quite a lot of foreign players. So I've brought in Jason Flores. He is 26 years of age, he's in the prime of his career. And I think because of the fact that he plays on both sides and or up front, it just gives us a great squad depth option. Not spending too much money. He was already playing in the league. He hasn't played a lot. He played a lot last season. That was for this season, to be fair. But he's played a lot for us so far this campaign. And although he hasn't done too well, I think as a squad player, he'll be just good enough for us. On to the tactic then. I've gone asymmetric, and we finally have a striker, of course. Now, when I was playing around with what we did have and what I liked, I seemed to just started putting players in positions and then think, this is originally what I had, was like that. And I was like, oh, it looks too stupid bringing that guy back. Do we have anybody in that role? And then I realized we had Yerson Chacon, who we obviously signed in last episode from Venezuela, who can play at left mid and be very good at it. So he joins us in that role, and I think this is quite important. Now, with the inverted wing back, because he now has that option, you tend to find in games, Marlon stood around here, around the edge of the box, which means you have kind of like 4 players in behind Akinula on attacks, and even sometimes the Roman playmaker gets involved. So what I found is that we've just been absolutely dominating teams because we've just been overloading them. But with the ball-winning midfielder and with our 3 defenders that we have here, as well as the inverted wing back, we just very rarely concede goals. I mean, take a look at this. This is the start of our season campaign, and you can see we have only conceded 5 goals in 9 games. And only one of them was a loss, where we just didn't seem to score a goal, which was a bad day at the office going forward. We drew a game against Union Española, 2-2. That's just unfortunate, I guess. But before that, I mean, I'm going to show you some of these games, actually. So, Católica, they won the league last year, right? Católica, quite a good team. We beat them 2-0. And when we see the goals that we scored, we can see why we're starting to dominate this league. Palacios pulls it across and back post. There is Chacon. We just have 3 players there at the back post. One of them is going to score a goal. Gil picks it up. He plays it out to Soto on the right. There's another overload, and Palacios plays it in at the near post. Lovely, good finish. And statistically, we had 19 shots, only to 3 of Católica's with 1 on target. We completely dominated that game, and yet these guys were the champions. Then we take a look at the game versus Huachipato, or Huachipato. Gil plays it to Palacios, plays it across. Samson, easy tap-in finish there. Beautiful football that we scored. This is the only goal we conceded very early on. Yeah, a 35-yard free kick, which we couldn't really do much about. Other than that, defensively, we were spot on till we started getting some suspensions and injuries. Another lovely little goal there from Samson to bring his tally up this season. And again, Palacios to Gil. We just pass it around. Reyes plays it over the top to Palacios, who's been incredible so far. Smashes it in the bottom corner. So that is where we've been absolutely dominating teams. Now, the loss and the draw has meant Now, we are top, but only by a point above Union La Calera, but I still fancy our chances this season. The downside, you might have seen it, we had a Copa Libertadores early on. This was before we decided on the tactic and we were playing around with stuff, and we were knocked out by Independiente de Valle. It's an Ecuadorian team, and there's not really much else to say. So no Copa Libertadores this season because we were in the qualifying round, finishing in 3rd place. I'm just as gutted as what you are, really. So I think we'll bring you back at a certain point of the season. I'll see how this season progresses and make a decision on whether I bring you back for a league game. Maybe we'll get quite far in the cup, and we'll take a look at that. I'll see you in a sec. Let's simulate. Okay, I've brought you back on the 9th of September because we have a cup final to play, viewers. And I think that's the perfect opportunity for us. It's a cup that we haven't won yet in the 3 seasons that we have been here in Chile. But we are absolutely slapping the league, just like I'm slapping the league up in SPITCH. Make sure you join, of course, link down below. Let's take a look then, because competition-wise, we have still only lost that 1 game and we've drawn 4, which meant we are currently 9 points clear of Católica in 2nd. Well, we're just doing so well. We're playing against Huachipato in the final. They find themselves in 6th place, so it's going to be quite a difficult game, but look how good we have been doing in the league so far. Can't argue this, can we? Cannot argue with this. There's so many greens and so many games where we're just not even conceding goals. There's sometimes where we have drawn a game. This is a little bit weird, like we conceded 3. Very spur at the moment, like it doesn't happen very often for us. I don't mind. I'll take it on the chin because we still go on the next game and we score 5 and dominate 5-1. If we take a look squad-wise, the goals have been really good as well. They've been spread around. Samson, Akinula, 19, Lazaro with 11, and then a lot of players on 7s. So we've got to be really happy with that. And 15 assists from Leonardo Gil, who's been taking corners and free kicks. Now, I haven't made any other signings throughout the transfer window, mainly because we don't have any money, and I've just been rejecting offers for our players I don't really feel like I need to sell. This is what we were lining up like when I was simulating. So I've been doing like a week or 2 each time. Going forward, and these are the players that I want to be playing as much as possible in the positions. So I've been giving Flores a lot more game time instead of Palacios. Quite a controversial decision, but I think Flores in the long run might be better for us, and he has been performing quite well, getting himself 4 goals. Now, Brian Cortez is out injured this game, so we're going to have to play our backup goalkeeper, and we are struggling, and that is because if we take a look at the schedule, we only played the semi-final like 3 days before that. So it was really weird. Like, we played the semi-final, we go through, fantastic, and then it's like bang, the finals this weekend. You're like, whoa, what? Well, we are on a Saturday, so it's very strange. I don't know whether that happens all the time. In fact, we haven't even got our best defender. So Daniel Gonzalez has been amazing for us this season. He's on international duty, so we're quite lucky really that we can bring in other players. If I do a quick pick, we can take a look, and then I'll make some changes. Now, because of the foreign player rule, we're actually missing quite a few players, and a lot of our players aren't fully fit due to the fact that we played 3 days ago. So this is what our team's looking like. We've got our backup goalkeeper. We've got Soto on the right, Amor and Navarro, who I have not played a lot at all. He's only 22. One of the first games he's going to be playing for us. We've got Marlon on the left, Pavez in the ball in the midfielder, Reyes playing in the roaming playmaker role this time, Chacon, inverted winger, Lazaro in that shadow striker role, Palacios on the right, Akinula up top. We need some goals from you today, sir. 21 minutes gone. We have our first highlight of this cup final. It's been played out, but we kind of win it. Yeah, there we go. And more plays it to Palacios. Through to Samson, there's a runner, there's Lazaro, the shadow strike, he's in on goal, he cannot get it past the goalkeeper, it's a poor miss. It's one of those again, I do not like the place shot animation in this match engine. I much prefer them to smash it or to go around the goalkeeper. It's definitely something that I might train Lazaro to do. If he takes around the goalkeeper there, it's a goal. Simple as that. But it was good play from us though. It is half-time. It's quite a close game to be fair. Both having 4 shots. We've definitely had the better opportunity getting the highlight. And our XG is slightly higher. Both with 2 chances apiece on target. And we have 58% possession. So, we'll favourite CS go on and give the performance the fans 1. I think I'm going to go for that. Make a real difference. Let's see how we do. Akinula was having a good game, and so was Lazaro, and Amor is having a fantastic game. 7.7 so far in that first half. More from that, please. Good defensive record. That's what we've kept throughout this whole league campaign so far. We need to do that in the cups as well, and we'll be lifting this trophy at the end of this match. Castellon plays it forward. Escobar's there, but Amor heads it back to our goalkeeper. It's very calm and collected. I like that. Out to Marlon, the Brazilian. Very dangerous player for us. Plays it out to Chacon. Good signing for us, I think, Chacon. There's Lazaro. He's been brought down. It's a red card. It's an early shower for Claudio. Thank you very much, my friend. You've put your team at a disadvantage now. They'll probably go on and win because that's what happens in FM, right? Castellon with the goal kick again, but he's not got it very far at all. Acunula plays it to Lazaro. It's another big opportunity for the young Brazilian. He's played it back to Pavez. Back to Marlon. And you can see he's now playing like a CDM role. That's how good it is. The inverted wing back. Oh, we've hit the bar. It's Palacios. It looked like he lost the ball. He got tackled, but he picked the ball back up. I think it is substitution time. Palacios might be the guy that we take off as well because he is struggling on that right-hand side with a 6.5 rating. Let's bring on Jason Flores then. We've got a couple of men that we could bring on. Lorenzo Reyes, let's bring him off. Gabriel Suazo is not a bad option. Brian Soto as well. Let's bring on Brian Soto. I don't know if he's a very good roaming playmaker though. That's the only trouble. He's more of like a ball winner. Let's swap those two around there. Pavez, you're going to have to do like a roaming playmaker role, mate. You're just going to have to do it. We don't really have a lot of options there. Carlo Villanueva as an attacking midfielder. I don't think we need to bring Lazaro off. He is struggling, but like a 7.1. He's having a decent game. Right back could be the option. The only trouble is we don't have a right back. So Cuevas could come across, or we could bring Marlon across if he can play there. Neither of them can play there. Cuevas, it's down to you then. We're just going to have to play you at right back. We don't have another right back option. That's down to you. Free kick, Marlon plays it across. Ibanez heads it out. Cuevas to Lazaro. He's very deep, Lazaro. Navarro to Marlon. There's a lovely ball. Chacon to Samson. What happened there? Did you kick against your own teammate? I think you did. Oh, you bunch of silly sausages. How did that happen? That's poor. Okay, a few changes then. I noticed every time the goalkeeper kicks long, he doesn't get it very fast. So I've gone for the prevent short goal kick distribution. I think we've even seen that in a highlight. Going slightly more direct and passing into space, hitting those early crosses. We haven't got a lot of time left and I really want to push for a goal. I don't really want to go to extra time. We don't really have the fitness for it and they're down to 10 men. Here we go. They've played another ball long all the way down to Marlon. He's got a lot of space there on that left wing. They're very exposed. He's played it only to Ibanez though. Castellon, who hasn't got... he's got a good better kick there. Only as far as Navarro. Soto to Pavez. Oh, he's tried going too direct too early there. Don't like it. But they just keep giving us the ball back. And this is where we can be deadly. There's a lovely ball. Samsung! No! Acunula fires it over when he really, really shouldn't be. He really, really shouldn't be. Free kick. Get it out. Come on. Don't concede now. Down to 10 men. I'll be so disappointed. He's given away a penalty. He's given away a penalty. He did like a little bunny hop. He didn't even foul him. Surely that's not a penalty. Oh, give it as well. The backup goalkeeper. Make yourself a hero. Make yourself a cup-winning hero. 86th minute. Ramirez with the penalty. He strikes it in. We've played so well all season, other than the Copa Libertadores. Oh, it's just typical. The one game I decide to do as the live com, Ramirez fires it in. It's not like we haven't had the chances either. We've had 12 shots, 3 on target. We're going to have to start pushing men forward now. I think we need to push Chacon forward. Do we have another sub? I'm not actually sure if we do. Let's see if we do. Villanueva? We don't. We cannot make any more subs. We're just going to have to rock with it. We're going to have to rock with it and see how this plays out. Come on. 4 minutes added on. There's still enough time. Throwing everything we can. 1 minute left. It's not going to happen. They've sat deep and they've played us. They've FM'd us. They have absolutely FM'd us. Huachipato are the cup winners. And Colo-Colo, we're crying. We are crying. I'm crying. Well, it's disappointing. Okay, fair enough. Right. We're going to have to go and win the league instead. So we have 8 games left of this season. I'm going to simulate that and we'll meet you at the end. Of course, we're 9 points clear, so we should be winning the league very soon. I'll see you in a bit. We've won it by 10 points. Yes, easy. Very easy indeed, with a 55 plus goal difference. 30 more than Union Calera in the second spot. So really, it's going to be disappointing that we didn't actually win the cup, knocked out in the final. Surely that's runners-up? That's got to be called runners-up, right? I mean, why don't they just call that runners-up? Knocked out in the final? Weird. We actually won it in 2019 as well, quite recently. But we haven't done it this season. What we have done, though, is guarantee ourselves group stage Copa Libertadores action next season, which is vastly important for the save. Remember, the main aim for this save is to try and bring the Copa Libertadores back to Colo-Colo. We've only done it once in 1991. We need to do it again, and I think we're starting to build a team to do that. Akinwuda with 24 goals in that 30-year games is incredible. We've dominated the average rate, and we've dominated the assists as well. Leonardo Gil with 16 there. Most yellow cards with Reyes. Brian Cortez got the most clean sheets with 16. Daniel Gonzalez, our centre-back, got the most player of the matches. Impressive from this young man. There's a reason why he's got 2 caps for Chile and he's only 21 years of age. Fantastic player. It was a great signing that we brought in for only 650k. So that's fantastic. Everything is pointing up for us. And I think next season now, we build on this. We've been given a couple of £1 million. We'll take a look. But we scored the most goals. We had the fewest shots against whilst having the most shots, conceding the least and having the most clean sheets. You can't ask for much more than that, really. Even in possession, we have 55% possession average. We take a look at the schedule here. We dominated until the end of the season where we won it. And even on the last game of the season, we played second place. We lost 3-2, but it was all done and dusted. We had won the league easily. We've got to be happy with how we have done. In all campaigns, 24 goals from Akinwuda in 34 appearances, 15 for Lazaro. I'm going to start training Lazaro in certain things because I think when I watch games, when I play the games, because I do play some of these games, I simulate most of them, but I do play them. Sometimes he goes a little bit missing or he makes some stupid decisions like we've seen in today's live com. So that'll be something that I will do. So transfer-wise, we've been given £2.3 million. We've got a nice little wage budget there. We just need to up that, to be honest. We've got a lot of players leaving, but 2 of them are the foreign players, so we can replace them with more foreign players. That will help us in the long run, getting success in the Copa Libertadores. I mean, to be successful in the Chilean league, we could just pinch all the good Chile players. But I do think this tactic has worked wonders in bringing in the goals now that we have brought in a good striker. So yeah, I think we can be happy with this. Fantastic. Thank you to all the comments, by the way. There's a few people who mentioned some cool facts. I asked for some cool facts about Chile. For instance, the Italiano club, the Española club, and the Palestine club, which went down last season, are all from colonies in Chile from those countries. So Palestine was from Palestine, Española is a Spanish colony, and obviously Italiano, Italy one. Those are little facts that you guys have been giving me, so I really do appreciate that. Thank you for all the comments and the love so far in the series. See you next week for the next one, Wednesday. And of course, make sure you sign up to SPITCH, because this is me. Colo-Colo is me. Dominating. Nobody can stop me.